Alright, let's give this thing a shot. I was watching a video yesterday, and this young lady told me to download an app. We're selecting a word in this legal dictionary, and the word, as you see, citizen. Very simple word. However, as we read about what a citizen is, well, right here is that's all your normal stuff. Let's go down a little bit deeper. Let's get into the actual definition of citizen. Citizen, persons, one who, under the Constitution and laws of the United States, have a right to vote for representatives in Congress and other public offices, and who is qualified to fill offices in the gift of the people. In a more extended sense, under the word citizen are included all white persons born in the United States. Huh? Okay, now let's continue to read. Let's see where this is going. And naturalized persons born out of the same, who have not lost their rights as such. This includes men and women and children. Go back up there again. I included all white persons in the United States. What about the rest of the people? I thought all men were created equal. See, they're tricking us on a lot of stuff here. Let's go down here a little bit further and see what else they're talking about. Citizens are either born or naturalized. Okay. Native citizen may fill any office. Naturalized citizens may be elected or appointed to any office under the Constitution of the United States, except the office of President and Vice President. The Constitution provides that the citizens of each state shall be entitled to all privileges and immunities of citizens in the several states. Now we're talking about being a citizen of a state, but what about the American citizen? Now, as we saw up here, when we start talking about total citizens, and they broke it down a little bit further, the only citizens of the United States will be white people. Is that right? Hold on, let's continue to read this. All natives are not citizens of the United States. What? All natives? What do you mean by all natives? Are you like taking half of the American Indians and half, or some and some are not? Let's see what else they're talking about. All natives are not citizens of the United States. Now, which natives are we talking about that are not citizens of the United States? Let's read a little further and see if it will explain itself. The descendants of Aborigines. Oh, so we had some Aborigine natives. Let's see if it explains what the Aborigines were. And those of African origin. What? Wait a minute. All natives are not citizens of the United States. The descendants of the Aborigines and those of African origin are not entitled to the rights of citizens. Wow. If any of you are following me on this here, tell me I'm reading this wrong. Okay, this is a legal app I found. Okay, let's take a look at it again. All natives are not citizens of the United States. The descendants of the Aborigines. Okay, all the Aborigines must have been blacks, like that senator was saying that African Americans believe that they migrated here on ships. So this makes sense with what Senator Dick Durbin was talking about and Senator Benson. Wow, stuff is coming together. But it kind of hurts to know that I'm not a citizen, and I've been through wars for this country. I'm over 50 years old, and I was believing this. It kind of hurts. Let's read that again. Come on now. All natives are not citizens of the United States. The descendants of Aborigines and those of African origin are not entitled to rights of citizen. I didn't read that wrong. Oh, that kind of hurts. Woo, let's go ahead and finish up and then we'll come back and take another look at this thing. Let's see. Anterior to the adoption of the Constitution of the United States, each state has the right to make citizens of such persons as it please. This is what they meant up a little bit higher when they said, we're basically citizens of the state, not of the United States. I have a passport, and all the time I was believing that I was a citizen, but since I'm not so-called W-H-I-T white, not W-I-G-H-T white, which they have the same pronunciation but different meanings. One means white as in color, the other one means white as in human being. So I don't know which one they was trying to sneak on us. But let's continue to march on this. It says the Constitution does not. Oh my goodness! Look at this here. They are serious about this. The Constitution does not authorize any but white persons to become citizens of the United States, and it must therefore be presumed that no one is a citizen who is not white. Wow. This was published in 1856. Now, this little passage tells me a lot of things. Number one, it tells me that all of the so-called brown or melanated people here are not from Africa. Many of them are already here. Also, it lets me know that the Europeans that came over here and took this land, this must have been a war. And the people here must be still prisoners of war because not only they nor their ancestors were citizens. Because look, this thing was written in 1856, I believe is what I read down here. Yeah, 1856, published by John, what is the name? Bouvier, or something like that. Bouvier. Yeah, you can tell he's European. But they made it clear down here at the bottom. They just reiterated what they had at the top. The Constitution does not authorize any but white persons to become citizens of the United States and must therefore be presumed that no one is a citizen who is not white. All men are created equal. Let's read it again. And it must be therefore presumed that no one is a citizen who is not white, but all men are created equal. It must be presumed that no one is a citizen who is not white. It's in the United States. This is per part of the Constitution that we haven't read. It says that the Constitution does not authorize any but white persons to become citizens of the United States. That Constitution does not authorize any person. Was it any person? No. Does not authorize any but white persons to become citizens of the United States. And it must therefore be presumed that no one is a citizen who is not white. I don't think I need to read that anymore. It's starting to make my stomach hurt. It's starting to make me want to throw up. Let's go back here at number 2 again. Citizens are either native born or naturalized. Native citizens may fill any office. Now, a native citizen can fill any office. What are they calling natives? There was no so-called white people here. So they're calling themselves natives now. Look at this here. Citizens are either native born or naturalized. Native citizens may fill any office. Wow, this is amazing. This is amazing. Now, this kind of explains a little bit about why Barack Obama was chosen. None of them are elected. As you can see, they're chosen. Why Barack Obama was chosen. He was used because of he is not what they call an Aborigine. He is not what they call an African. His mother was WHITE white. Is what they try to use. White. His mother was a European. But that leaves a whole lot of us out. This kind of explains why we can go to court and have a lesser offense. However, our punishment is much, much greater than the so-called WHITE people. This is really screwed up, y'all. I'm not a racist, but this pisses me off. This really pisses me off to no end. Because this shit is still written.